Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him go. Do we interrupt? I don't think we should.
Hold on, we're doing a wave. You got to grab it. Here comes a wave. Here comes a wave. Whoa. Oh!
Proving the guy with rhythm and talent. That's Justin from Blue October. The guy without the talent's the radio guy, Jeff, from the Rizzuto Show on the Point. I'm in St. Louis, sir. Where are you?
I'm in Texas, beautiful San Marcos, Texas.
And obviously,
sunny.
If you're watching on the video there, you can see that the sun never sets in the land of cool, obviously. That's why he's got his sunglasses.
Well, you look like a sexy Santa Claus. Yeah,
oh, thanks. I'm trying. I was painting earlier, and I got a little white in the beard. So are you ever going to go back to the beard, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I definitely am. Just my wife gives me more action without it.
Okay.
So, I mean, I kind of, like that.
I see. I understand. That is a positive in one's life. That's really, really good. You look great, though. I mean, I got to ask because, with all the big stars like yourself, quarantined and you can't get to your hair and your makeup and all the people that make you pretty all the time, you look fantastic. Who's doing that for you? Wait.
So, first of all, you said big star. Like, first of all, I don't have. You think I got people that make me pretty?
I don't know. Is this all God-given?
This is me I'm not wearing any makeup right now. This is natural. This hair, woke up, got in my car, and looked at myself and said, wow.
This is, I was gonna say this is the product of clean living, but it's the product of clean living over the last handful of years.
Yeah, totally. Honestly. But honestly, like my daughter Blue, she lives with me now, and she is the fastest track 7th grader in track in Wimberley Middle School. And so when we've been off, I've been like, hey, why don't we bond? Teach me how to run. Because I've never ran. And I know you're a runner.
I am.
So I get it now, Jeff. I get it now because I was always like, oh, God, Jeff, how do you run all these miles every day?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I ran my first 200 yards, right? And I was like, I felt so good afterwards. And then I was like, I'm going to run down there. And so now I can run a full mile before I stop and walk 3. And then I'll run another one. But it's just like, it's this amazing bond that I have with my kid now. So I think that honestly has a lot to do with how Brad Pitty I look right now.
Very Brad Pitt. Yeah, I thought I was on the wrong Skype call because I got a Pitt Skype at 4.
You got them switched up. You thought I was.
Yeah, I thought I was like, Brad, you're early.
I mean, there's a 6-pack under here too, but I don't want to. I don't want to show you right now because the light.
You don't want to show all the cards early. But getting back to your point about running, you are such a mental person, such a cerebral person. To me, that running is almost more mental than physical because I've been doing it for 6-7 years now at the very most, and I've done 3 half marathons officially. I did a 4th one last weekend because the one I was supposed to do got canceled. But my point is, after all that running, still in the first mile, I always still doubt myself. I always go, am I really a runner? Am I supposed to be out here? And then that's when the mental kicks in and it brings you up and over the top of it. And all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm 2, 3, 4 miles into it. That's where you need to get. That's all.
Dude, that sounds so, there's moments where I'm like, I'm not tired at all.
Yeah.
This is great. If I just keep this stride. But then after my head starts going, oh, you're tired. And then I stop.
Okay. But getting back to your kid, how old's your kid? Blue?
She's 12.
She's 12. Okay, so could you beat her in a 50-yard dash?
Probably not. She's so fast, dude.
Okay.
And I'm fast.
This is what's funny, though. This morning on the show, on the Rizzuto Show, we had this conversation from an emailer said, what is the oldest age of a kid that you could beat in a foot race? So in other words, Gunner is what, 4, just turned 4?
Yeah, I can beat my 8-year-old too. So okay. I might be able to beat Blue. I might.
See, to me, I think it cuts off probably at 8 or 9 years old, I think. But I mean, I'm older than you. I'm 52. But I think at 8 or 9, I think that's when the youthful enthusiasm and those muscles are going to kick in and they can beat probably me, probably you. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting.
Fun fact. Did you know that I was the fastest swimmer in Texas at once?
I did not know that.
Freshman year in high school, I went to an arts high school, but I swam for my local high school because I was so darn fast, right?
Wow.
And I beat the seniors, and I went to state, and I won.
Wow. What'd you get back then? What do you get? You get a medal? You get a trophy? What do you get?
I don't know. I don't remember. But but then I was supposed to go to junior nationals because I wanted to go to the Olympics, and I broke my leg skateboarding. No, broke my arm skateboarding the night. 2 nights before, and then I started a band.
And then what happened to you? Anything else?
And then everything got weird.
Man, and then fast forward to breaking your leg when you're supposed to play at Point Fest a million years later, and you played softball the day before or some crap like that.
Oh,
right?
Dude,
remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember that.
And then all those years later, Dave Grohl imitated you and busted up his leg or something. And he was like, I'm going to be just like Justin. Remember that?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So back to Blue. And if you follow Justin on Instagram, what is it? Blue October band on Instagram, right? You see that Blue is now an official member of the family and living there in the compound. How is everybody with this lock-in quarantine? How's everybody down there? You wanted Blue to live with you. You got her 24/7 now.
I have to look at the positive in life. I was taught that. You know me now. You used to know me when I wasn't so positive. So in my mind, I think everything happens for a reason, right? Mm-hmm. And so my silver lining is Blue came to live with us right as summer started. And then soon as the school year started, I haven't really gone on tour yet because we were making an album. As soon as we were about to leave for tour for the first year that Blue was going to be living with us, her dad was going to have to leave, right? Mm-hmm. So then this all happened. And then so this allows me to be with my daughter for the first year that she lives with us and make her stay more comfortable. So I utilize this time to welcome her to the family, to get her used to our rules of the house, to get her used to how we live, how we love, how we cherish and hold each other dear, and how we have conversations, how we eat dinner together, how we go to bed on time, how we wake up on time, how we do all of these things. Because if this whole thing didn't happen, I would be on the road right now. Right. And my wife, her stepmom, would be teaching her all these things. So I feel blessed that I get a chance to be with Blue for her first year living here, which is cool. So that's my silver lining. Plus, I get to look real good. You
look fantastic. Now, I know you've been doing some performances online as well. Tell everybody about those. I know you got a bunch of extra equipment, bought a bunch of stuff to make it sound and look good, right?
Yeah. I when all this went south, I said I need to invest in the best equipment, media equipment, because this is going to be the future of entertainment for now. It's going to be the future of communicating. And you know me, I like to reach out to people. I like to mentally and emotionally touch and be touched. And and this is the way to do it now. Plus, all the radio stations around the whole country, they're really responsible for the success that I have in my life and the and where I am artistically. I mean, I write a cool song, but because of radio, that's the reason that I'm known and I can make a living doing art because of radio. So if I can invest a little bit of my time and money into super serving the people who super served me, radio, that's what I want to do during my downtime, because without you guys, I'd really be nowhere, So I want to be able to reach out to you at any time when I'm taking a shower. If I say, I need to reach out to Jeff.
That's a good time. I think I've invited you to do that.
When I'm washing my pits.
Go on.
You know, he's like, go on.
We got 30-something more minutes. Let's do. Speaking of cool songs, are you ready? Do you want to play something now? Do you want to hang for a little longer? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'd like to play a song for you now, man.
All right. While you're grabbing your guitar, I asked in the chat room here if anybody had any questions. Somebody wants to know how you stay in shape while you're actually on tour.
I eat very healthy, and I try to eat as healthy, as I can. I try to eat as healthy as I can on the road, and I try to walk about 5-6 miles a day, and now I'm going to be jogging. And I just I don't drink anymore, so that's a lot of empty calories I didn't need. And try to Brad Pitt it up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. He's probably going to try to Justin it up himself, I'd imagine.
I mean, I get that. Here we go. This is a new song that we have out right now that you guys are supporting, and I appreciate you so much. It's called Oh My My, and I wrote it about my 12-year-old, dropping her off at middle school the first day, and she's the new kid. She's kind of that emo, kind of mysterious girl like her dad, like a mysterious girl like her dad, mysterious girl like her dad. And I dropped her off, and I noticed all the boys just looked at her like, who's the new girl?
Oh,
so
boy,
I went home, and I was like, I remember being in that position, but I was listening to like New Order and the Smiths and the Cure, and so I wanted to write her a little theme song, so that all the boys must be thinking. Here it goes. It's called Oh My My. You wear black hair, I have blue. You look sadder than most girls do. The way you walk around, always watching the ground. Well, I like watching you. Your friends, they don't like me. I think they're jealous of my tattoos. I'm not a bad guy, just like wearing black. I'm not scared of anything but saying this to you. But it's going down. Neither of us wanna be alone right now. What you gonna do? Oh my, my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high, yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger. I'll be waiting by the blacktop, like a cigarette stain for you. Every day I just won't go away. I'm not scared of anything but saying this to you. It's going down. Neither of us wanna be alone right now. What you gonna do? Oh my, my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high, yeah, you're my type. You're danger, danger, oh my, my. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the lonely kind. Because I'm loving all your oh my, my. Girl, you get me high, yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger, I'll go anywhere you want me. You want me to. Caught my eye, now we free fall. Catch me, I'll catch you too. I can. I'll go anywhere you want me, 'cause you want me to. Caught my eye, watch us free fall. Catch me, I'll catch you too. Oh my, my. Yeah, I'm loving all your warning signs. 'Cause I'm a sucker for you, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high, yeah, you're my type. Danger, danger, oh my, my. Yeah, I'm a sucker for the lonely kind. Because I'm loving all your, oh my, my. Girl, you get me high, yeah, you're my type. You're danger, danger.
Wow, nice. I'm clapping for everybody in the chat room. We're going crazy right now. That was fantastic, man. Woo!
Thanks, bro.
So it's really cool to write a song because you have a beautiful daughter who you drop off at school and you see all the boys and looking and, well, where are you at with that whole thing?
Oh boy, I had to step up to one boy.
Already?
Sure. Oh yeah, man. This punk wouldn't leave her alone. Wouldn't leave her alone. Kept calling. And my wife was like, "You need to calm down." And I said, "No, this boy needs to calm down."
Yeah.
So he kept calling. She was just like, "He won't leave me alone." So I finally picked up the phone. I said, "What you want, little punk?"
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to talk to your daughter." I said, "You don't want me to get the police involved, do you? That's my next move, homie. I'm calling the cops on you, bro. So what's your next move?" I said, "Do it. Do it." I actually said that. I said, "Do it. Call one more time. Call one more time, you little punk." And then I said, "Are you there?" And he said, "I'm sorry, sir." And I hung up.
Wow.
Has he called again?
No. And his crime was calling too many times, correct?
His crime was stalking her, like crazy
that bad.
stalking her, and like being just weird about it. He was just a weirdo. Like called like 20 times in one day and that kind of stuff. And I ain't playing. Homie, don't play that, because I used to stalk chicks like that, and I don't want that to ever happen to my daughter. Please, please call me back. Life is nothing without you. Ooh, I'm hungry. Hold on. Oh God.
That's the funny thing, the double standard that guys have when they have daughters. It's like, I see way too much of myself in these gentleman callers. Yep. I remember my a girl that I dated in high school years ago, who I rolled up to the house in my mom's car, of course, her 78 T-Bird, black on the outside, brown on the inside, fly all the way around. And I pulled up with Genesis, I think something from Abacab going, and honked the horn.
I would have dated you. I would have dated you.
Not after I pull up and honk the horn, because Dad came out. Her dad came out and said, "If you're honking the horn, you better be dropping something off, because you ain't picking nothing up."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. To this day, it's opening doors and closing doors and all of that. So,
dude, that's a pimp. That guy's a pimp.
Oh yeah, he was great. His daughter wasn't, but he was great. He was fantastic. Yeah. So, are you hearing the same doom and gloom as far as concerts and all that kind of stuff with everything that's going on? What's the word in your guys' camp? I know you said you were getting ready to do something, and I know you were supposed to come to St. Louis recently, and gloss over that if you need to, that's fine. But so what's the state of Blue October right now?
The state of Blue October right now, there's no doom and gloom here, baby. You know why?
Good.
Because life is good and art will always stand the test of time. If we're going to be smart, I think we're free in America, but I think some people in America think they're so free they don't have to use common sense. So I think that we should just be smart, stay home until they tell us it's okay, but we will always prevail. I think we're scheduled for like October to come to the pageant already. We rescheduled. It's like, it's going to happen.
No, that's great. That's fantastic.
It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen.
What? And then, go ahead, please.
And then until we get back on the road, I'm going to be doing Tuesday nights and Friday nights with everybody. I'm going to be playing songs. Like this weekend, I have a Stage It show. This Friday, I'm doing the whole Foiled albums from start to finish.
Wow.
And I just love doing things like that, it's great. And we're the documentary that we had, we were going to push it back to August, but I said, no, I don't want to do that, because I'm not going to be like, it's not going to be the Titanic when it comes out. It's not going to be Good Will Hunting. It's not going to be freaking Pulp Fiction and change the world of freaking cinema. It's going to be something that's good that people can sink their teeth into. So I said, man, let them rent it while they're sitting at home during isolation. So we're going to release it in May. We're going to release it in May and just let people watch it.
Tell everybody about it who hasn't seen the trailer, doesn't know about it. Most of the people that have tuned in probably know about it. But talk about the documentary if you don't mind, please. And keep your hand right there the whole time.
The documentary is a piece that we started filming 7.5 years ago when I decided to get sober. It started as an insurance policy, you see. To keep me sober, but it doesn't end up being about just, oh, look at Justin and how sober it is. You start noticing that life is precious and that relationships are rebuilt. And it's not a film about how cool we think Blue October is or how many songs we've had on the radio or, oh, just what angle is best for me. It's a documentary about hope and real life and children being born into active sobriety and clean living and living an honest, beautiful life and watching life only get better, Jeff. It's crazy. We started filming 7.5 years ago, and I said, man, this is going to be a dark-ass movie. And it just got brighter and more colorful and more beautiful. And it's a story of redemption. It's a story of hope. And that's why I want people to see it while they're sitting on their living room without a lot of hope. I want them to feel something right now. And I know I'm not going to change the world with it, but if I could just affect somebody and give them some hope right now, I sure would like that.
All right. So you played Oh My My. You talked about records and about making music. If I understand correctly, you are in you're above top. You're what, 28th now with the song?
Number 28 on the charts. And thanks. I appreciate that.
Great.
And I'm just so grateful. Like I tell my manager all the time, he's like, we got to get you to number one. Number one. Ah! The guy hasn't taken a vacation in 12 years because he just wants me to have number one. And I don't want number one, Paul. I don't want number one. Because then when you got number one, the only place to go is down. I just like staying around number 21, number 17.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's respectable.
You can swipe in, spank a few fans, and then get out of there.
Yeah, swipe in, spank a few fans, and get out of there. If you got nothing else from this conversation, Justin would like to sweep into St. Louis, spank you a few times, and then get out of there. Is everybody okay with that? Would you like to do it? I think on that note, maybe another song might be appropriate. What do you think?
Can I spank them with a song right quick? Can I get an amen? Can I get a spank?
Amen. By the way, all that equipment does sound amazing. I hope you're using my guy, Eric.
Oh, your guy, Eric from Legendary Skies? Of course I am.
Okay,
I can't
good,
do it without him.
All right.
Ooh, listen to that. Ooh, God. Ooh. There will be days when you're falling down. There will be days when you're inside out. There will be days when you fall apart. Someone else will break your heart. They're never gonna hold you back, 'cause I'm always gonna have your back. So try to remember that. I hope you're happy. I hope you're good. I hope you get what you wish for, and you're well understood. And now I'm standing here looking at you. I'm wondering what the hell you're gonna do with those Dr. Pepper eyes and your bubblegum hair. Yeah, I'm standing right here. I remember how I held you so right. I remember that Saturday night, do you? There will be days when you're falling down. There will be days when you're inside out. There will be days when you fall apart. Someone else will break your heart. They're never gonna hold you back. I'm always gonna have your back. So try to remember that. I hope you're happy. I hope you're good. I hope you get what you wish for, and you're well understood. And whatever your progress, yeah, look, I know that you'll be fine, because I hope you're happy, even if you're not mine. I remember when the world was ours to take. I remember you next to me. I remember you with every breath I take. You'll always have a piece of me. I remember that. Try to remember that, but I remember every word that we spoke. You're right here next to me. I remember how we tried and we tried. We tried everything, try to remember that. But I just hope you're happy. Yeah. So I just hope you're happy. Come on, sing it. I hope you're happy. Everyone, I hope you're good. All right, St. Louis, I hope you get what you wish for. And you're well understood. And whatever your progress, hey, look, I know that you'll be fine. St. Louis, baby, I hope you're happy. Even if you're not mine. I just hope you're happy. And check out my guts when I finish this song.
I will tell everybody that Mr. Macho there, who I've told this story about you probably 100 times because I've met a lot of pricks in music, and you are not on that list. So I want people to know what a nice person this person is.
Oh, thanks, man.
And the people at the event that I'm about to talk about, I don't even think really knew that this was going on. But the music record shop here in St. Louis, we do acoustic stuff there. And last time you were in town, well, you did a little acoustic thing over there, and there was a crowd there. You know, it's a very small place. Awesome. Probably, 20 people there, something like that is what it holds. We're in the back room, and Justin's doing hair and makeup and getting fed grapes and stuff like that.
What is this? What is this?
That part's not true.
These people that feed me and do my hair.
No, so you're back there with all your people, and I'm back there. And actually, what you were doing, you were signing all these giveaways. And somebody, I don't know, I still to this day don't know who this was, but somebody came into the back room to talk with you and said there is a girl up front. She's in a uniform like she should be at school. I don't know if you remember this or not. Shake your head yes, because it'll make you look better. And somebody said to you that she has, I believe it was social anxiety, and it's hard for her to even go to school. Right. And she loves you and your music, and she was sitting right up front, and you sang that song to her.
Yep, I did.
Nobody asked you to. Nobody told you to. Nobody paid you to. Nobody suggested anything. They just said this is a super fan who it's hard to get out in public, but they took her out of school to come here, and you took it on your own to do that. And I think that's pretty damn cool, and I wanted people to know that.
After that experience, she's probably never going to go back out in public again because I got all in her face and probably freaked her out. I'm joking. I don't know how to take a compliment. That was a great moment. There's a lot of cool moments like that, Jeff, in my life, and I'm super grateful to be able to recognize them these days because, I wasn't always like that. I was all, so to be able to recognize them these days is pretty cool. And that was also cool because I got to hang out with my friend Jim and Amy, my two friends in St. Louis who live there, and they were there and they showed up and surprised me, and that was pretty cool too. So it was great. It's always good to see you. Oh, okay, God, you're so hot.
Yeah, I know, aren't I? So that was a positive. So here's a negative from one of the memories with you and doing something like that. I think this was at the old Rock House, house here in St. Louis, and it's just you acoustic, and there's a rocking chair up on the stage and one of those microphones that has the arm that comes over so you can sit down and it swings in front of you. Very fancy. Place was packed lower and up in the rafters there, and it was my duty to come on and warm the crowd up and then bring you on, ask you a couple 2-3 questions, and then let you play. Right?
I don't remember this.
We're sitting next to each other on the stage. There's a little bitty stage there. And we're talking, and then you go, okay, yeah, and it's decided that you're going to start playing, right? And you played 2, maybe 3 songs, and I was still just sitting right next to you. And I don't think I was supposed to be, was I? I did.
I don't know. Was this before I got sober?
I don't know. Maybe yes. So maybe I'm asking the wrong guy.
Sitting next to me. I loved it because that's cool with me Did I say something that was rude? Like, get off my stage?
No, not at all. But I think it was understood afterwards. It's like, why is the radio jerk sitting up there with the rock and roll star while he's trying to be emotional and talking about everything?
No, that's not how I took it at all. I would be like, Jeff is here because he's my homie and he's my man. This guy used to call me on Christmas when I was alone. Sit up here, and I love you, brother.
Well, it was like standing next to the Pope while he was giving a sermon or something. So
you know what would have been really nice is if I would have had some oil and I would have like given you a massage while the rest of the band, just sat there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. As soon as we start touring again, it's on. Okay. You kind of alluded to, oh my gosh, did I say something bad? Was I not sober yet? Is somebody kind of brought it up in the chat room over here? When you were not sober and you were self-professed mess, was there a time where you were somebody that you would like to go back and apologize? Yeah, like come back around and be like, oh man, I was messed up and that really wasn't me and this is the real me?
Hundreds of people, mainly a lot of people at Universal Records. A lot of people at radio, a lot of people, like when y'all welcomed me back in your station after that, I was pretty surprised because between you and Chris Frank, there was a lot of times where I was a drama freak. I was surprised y'all were like, I want to talk to this guy ever again, and there was a lot of DJs across the country that truly cared that I was just so negative around him. And there was a lot of people that I put in jeopardy. There's a lot of people I used. And today I can honestly say that I've made amends to a lot of them. Stephanie Hardy is another person that I love so much. She's on my team, and she's known me for almost freaking 20 years now. And we've all been through a lot of stuff together. But a lot of the promotion team on Universal, I put them through hell. And it just, for no reason, just because I was it's so stupid, Jeff. Life is so good and it's awesome. It's so good when you just let it and stop being a little baby.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. And what's this thing behind me? Tell everybody about this art behind you, not the flash art, not the that. Yeah. Tell me about that.
That is the first, painting that I ever did. It's the cover of our first album, The Answers. Mm-hmm. And way back in the day, I sold it to a guy for $200 so I could score some dope. And he gave it back to me after I got sober, like 2 years ago. He called me up and said, "Would you like your painting back?"
Wow.
And I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." And he was going to sell it for like $2,500 or $5,000, but he goes, "I'd rather give it back to you." Wow. So he gave it back to me. So it means a lot. It really does.
Do you ever feel like going out on the road or doing some sort of special performance and just doing that record?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that on a Stage It. I'm going to do Oil, and then I'm probably going to do History for Sale, and then I'm going to do Approaching Normal, and then I'm going to do The Answers, and then I'm going to do Any Man in America.
Wow, you are going to do Any Man in America. Is that a surprise to anybody? I think is that a little bit of a surprise? Kind of sounded like it the way you said it, at least.
Yeah, but I have to. It's a piece of me, and during this downtime, I think that we all shed our protective skins and get back to what we were and who we are now and what's made us what we are today. But I present it in a very grateful and respectful way instead of a spiteful and angry and egotistical way.
Will you ever do Razorblade ever live again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hold on. Wait. Let me see if hold on. Breathe out. I don't know how to play it. With a razor blade cut me. It's A, right? In the day-by-day collision called the art of growing up, there's an innocence we look for in the stars. To be taken back to younger days where there was no giving up on the people we held closest to our hearts. Yeah, it is you that I remember in that glowing. It is you that took my first away from me. It is you I set my standards to every walk of life. I haven't met another you since you were with me. Now sing with me. A brief bout with a razor blade cut me. I freaked out thinking people didn't love me. I watched closely as the you I knew forgot me. And in letting go, I am so proud of what I've done. Yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic. Here's one of the reasons why I asked that, but besides that's one of my all-time favorites, and that's an oldie.
You were going to say, because that wasn't my favorite, so I wish you wouldn't have played it.
I was going to advise you on what.
And I'm going to go do it now.
Yeah, I've got a list of songs you should never play again. Ready? I don't know why I put a pen to my phone. That first time that I ever met you, when you guys came to the studio, courtesy of Chris Frank Haas, I got a copy of Razorblade, and I remember I had a gig that night at a bar, and I just put it on repeat, that song, all the way to the bar, did my gig, and then all the way home, and that was my standard song for you. And then you go and get happy and clean and everything, and then I never hear the damn thing again. So that was a nice surprise. Thank you.
Hey, man, I'm going to bring that back, bro. I'm going to bring that back. But it wasn't Razorblade on History for Sale? Was it on History for Sale?
It was. I think wasn't it on 2 records?
Yeah, it was on a live record. But if it's on History for Sale, then 2 weeks from now, I'm doing the whole History for Sale album, and that's going to be on it. Woo, yeah. Look at it. Punch it.
Yeah. Is there a song that I'm never going to do this again?
Well, probably the song Any Man in America, just because it's so rude. It tells a judge to go F himself. It tells people to go F. It's like that could get me in a lot of trouble right now. So I'm going to have to, when I play that song, I'm going to have to edit it somehow.
Yeah. I got you.
This is a dark period, man. This is my dark period.
I know you talk a lot about your ink. Tell us about the flash stuff behind you as well.
Well, should I show you my nipple or my tabs?
I mean, nobody's going to hate that, I'd imagine.
It's a flash from Mr. Tim Beck out of Peoria, Illinois. All of that is Tim Beck. All of it.
Nice.
It's brilliant. I love him. This is Timmy Tats, and all that is Tim Beck. He's just amazing, and I just love traditional tattooing, and I love Percy Waters, Sailor Jerry, and I'm just a big fan. I wish I could be a tattoo artist, but I can't draw. So there's that.
And there was a time when you were always seen in a suit and tie.
Yeah. What was that all about?
Yeah.
You mean my chubby penguin look?
I wouldn't call you chubby at all. I would call you soft. How's that? Is that better? Do you miss puffy? Do you miss the eyeliner days of the skinny ties and all that stuff? Somebody asked.
I do miss the dressing up and the whole like people knew me as the guy in the suit with the eyeliner, and it was dark and cool. But then I look back at pictures, and a puffy dude with eyeliner just looks like an out of shape raccoon. Like, for real. It looks like a penguin that needs to stop eating cheeseburgers. And that's not attractive,
Yeah. Somebody says that you have a couple of people here are saying you have a Santa tattoo.
Oh, yeah, dude. Freaking A.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Christmas,
you put glasses on that and just a little bit of black in that beard, and that could be me. Just think about it.
But you're skinny.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Hey, you gotta go. Did you see my mashup with our faces? The one I posted a while back. It was me with my face on your beard.
No, when did you put that up?
Dude, I was on Snapchat playing around. Maybe I was, I don't know. Maybe I was pooping or something. I'm not sure, but I was on Snapchat, and and I found your face and I put it on the beard, and we look pretty good mashed up.
I'm saying I've been trying to mash with you ever since I met you. I mean, wait, what?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh.
There we go. That's an apple. Everybody. It's just an apple. I know you got to get going because you got another gig here in just a few minutes. A couple of minutes to say hello and whatever you want to the people of St. Louis and the listeners of The Point who love you so much.
The Point, you guys have always been so amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys have always been spinning us, and whenever we've needed you, you guys have always been there. And I can't thank you enough, Jeff. I can't think of your whole team enough. St. Louis, the pageant. It's probably, no, I would have to say, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite place to play? And it is the pageant. It's my
crazy,
favorite
isn't it?
place.
Yeah.
And I've played Prague. I've played everywhere in the world, but the pageant is the best place to play. I love you, St. Louis. What's up, Jim and Amy? St. Louis, I've got so much love for you. And the first time I ever sang the national anthem was to your hockey team, bro.
That's right. I was there. I was there for it.
You?
Yeah, we were all in the.
Get it? I remember it all. I'm joking. Totally joking. I do. I just remember being like, I'm gonna fall down. This ice is slick.
Yeah, and it's a tough. That's not like that's an easy song to do either, is it?
Oh, it's easy. No, I'm joking. No. Dude, I'll tell you, man, it's hard because if you mess it up, you're screwed.
Yeah. Your career goes straight to YouTube bloopers. Is where your career is after that.
So I don't think my manager's like, you want to go sing for the Cubs again? I'm like, no.
No, thank you.
Because I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm really scared.
You mark that off the list and you're done. You don't have to do it ever again. And you crushed it too. So, dude, thank you very much. You're awesome. We hope to see you very, very soon when all this crap gets out of the way and everything comes back to some semblance of normal. Tell the family, everybody in St. Louis says hello, and we'll talk with you soon. Okay, man?
I can't wait to come to St. Louis and spank you. Just spank you.
I'll be asses up waiting for it. Wait, let's not end it that way.
Yeah. How about I love you and respect.
Yay. All right, see you, dude. Thank you very much.
Bye, buddy.
See ya.